everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Short move taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Taylor going to run the option right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
On first down, it's Taylor. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Golden in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. first down. It's Palmer. And his first pass is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Palmer. And he's got Gresham. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 74 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In motion left goes a tight end. They begin the drive with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gerald Hodges not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Here's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Palmer now to throw on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lorenzo Alexander with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. Now it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. Now Palmer, and it'll bring up a second and 14. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Palmer flushed out right. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Airs this out for Matthews. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now Taylor to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaq Lawson able to drop him for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Palmer. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. 190.
On second down, it's McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Now Taylor on first down. This complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They go play action here on first downs. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chandler Jones. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. The gun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, it's Johnson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Play action. It's Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Shaq Lawson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. In motion right is Fitzgerald. They go play action now. Palmer. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. first down carry here for Johnson. A little juke. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go play action with Palmer. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Now Palmer to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Frosty Rocker able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy from 17 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On the toss, here's Johnson. They find some open field here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal to make...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Shaq Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Out of the gun, Palmer dancing to his left. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Palmer.
On any given pass play,
and that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Jerron Brown from 8 yards out. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Troy Nicholas taking it in. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Come on!
they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. Pretty move by Shady. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with McCoy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Taylor. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay from 3 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. David Johnson on his way. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 96 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Palmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jaron Brown, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Cardinals have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Here's Tate to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one...
Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 64 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about... The 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Fitzgerald coming in motion right. Play action. Now Palmer. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to drop him for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now Palmer. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaq Lawson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run. It's the fullback, DeMarco. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
They come out here in the I.
Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. What?
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Come on, let's go. Single, slap. Hey, you're not over there.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you're going to kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that...
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.